What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. It is Tuesday, Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday, December 31st, 2018. It's the last day. Recording this just a few hours before New Year's and was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do something to kind of wrap up 2018 or talk about 2019. I'm going to go with talking about 2019, what it's going to be about. I mentioned it before. 2019 is going to be about slaying it, like work, 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 work. And it's not a bad thing because if you're in alignment with work that you want to be doing, if it's in alignment with the passion that you have in your life, um, it won't be so bad, but it is going to be a grind. So I'm going to title the theme of this video, Being a Boss. So this is about bossing out in 2019, being the boss of your life. So, what are some characteristics of a boss? Uh, Bosses are fearless, okay? At least when it comes down to taking action, right? Because someone who's a boss, I mean, we're talking about being a boss, being a leader. A boss is an effective leader. Not having fear when it comes to making decisions. You know, as a leader, as a boss, you might sit there and have your own doubts, insecurities. But the thing is when you're, showing up in front of other people, when you're showing up in front of the people on your team, you know, you have the courage to just move forward through whatever it is that you've got to do. You don't sit there and you get paralyzed by the fear. You don't sit there and dwell on how it sucks that you have to make tough choices and tough decisions. You you take care of shit. You make those tough choices, whether that's uh, having to choose a long gain over a short-term gain, whether that's, not taking the easy route and choosing what oftentimes is the right choice. I mean, this is your life that we're talking about. How are you going to do that in your life? Are you going to, if you're someone who's like committed to having your health restored this year, you've had a rough day, are you going to order that fucking pizza or are you going to stay on track? If you're trying to manifest some awesome things in your life, are you going to go home and binge watch Netflix, 2 weeks into January when you know that you're supposed to be working on your passion project that you've got to do outside of maybe your normal job, your normal working hours? Bosses, they stay in integrity because the thing is that, as someone who's a leader, someone who's a boss, you can't break down in front of the team. You cannot break down in front of your, those people around you, whether it's people on your team, the people outside you, vendors, like any of that shit. You have to show up in integrity and show what you stand for at all times. It's not just some of the time, because that's what people are going to remember. This is talking about, showing up consistently. And with, me, I'm going to talk about the astrology with Saturn in Capricorn. Um, this whole year, I mean, it's time to make shit happen. So you got to get shit done. That's what a boss does. They just get shit done. The thing is that the opposite of Capricorn is Cancer, and Cancer is all about foundation, feelings, feeling good, family, things like that. Now, I'm not saying, you know, don't take the time to, you know, feel your emotions out, um, spend time with your family, your foundation and that. But, this is not a year to be passive, and just like wait for things to come to you. This is the time to go out and manifest and make that shit happen. If there's a plan that you've been marinating on, it's time to put it into action. People that people that do not like to work, It's not going to be a good year. So get used to the fact that, this whole, just idea of tomorrow, maybe next week, that shit's not going to fly. You know, from what I understand is that if you do take that approach, you're going to be served some hard justice, in your life. Like you will not be able to just like get away with that shit like scot free. You're going to have to pay for it. You're going to see it showing up in your life where if you're not staying on track with your work, it's going to kick your ass, you know. And that's just but that might seem harsh, but the great news is that if you do stay on track, boom, the gates are like wide open for, getting to where you want to go. This is like the best year ever for, getting up the proverbial mountain, like to where you want to go. So like, do you want to like waste this year, waste that energy doing that? Uh, I mean, I'm already feeling it. It's not even quite 2019 yet, and just like with the planet Mars like coming home into Aries, about just that fire, that ego, that drive of like taking action. That just came to pass a couple hours ago here. I'm feeling it. Like seriously, take a look at this face. I know I'm smiling right now, but I am fucking determined to do like the crazy shit, like honestly, like crazy, like borderline delusional stuff that's going to require massive action and a lot of work and consistently showing up in my power and not allowing myself to get like wrecked emotionally, not allowing my mind to flood myself with doubts. Like, I'm determined this year, and I encourage you all to be as well. We're going to fuck up, we're going to make mistakes, but at the end of the day, if you make it a point to day after day, show up, put the work in for the shit that matters, you're going to be okay, even if it's scary looking. All right. Happy New Year, guys. Take care.